হ্যালো অ্যান্ড ওয়েলকাম। সালাম আলাইকুম। তো আজকে আমি যে ভিডিওটা বানাচ্ছি সেটা আমার ইচ্ছা ছিল আমি ইংলিশে বানাবো বিকজ অনেকের এটা হেল্প লাগতে পারে। এই ভিডিওটা হচ্ছে মূলত কাস্টম মেড কোনো ওয়েবসাইটে আমরা কিভাবে জিটিএম কানেক্ট করব এবং হচ্ছে ওখানে বিভিন্ন ইভেন্টগুলো পুশ করব। বেসিক্যালি এখন আমাদের সিএমএস থাকাতে আমরা তো প্লাগইন ইউজ করি, বাট দেখা যাচ্ছে যে অনেক সময় এরকম কাজও চলে আসে যেমন Laravel ওয়েবসাইট বা অন্য যেকোনো কাস্টম মেড ওয়েবসাইটে আমাদের বলা হয় যে জিটিএম কানেক্ট করে ইভেন্টগুলো পুশ করা। সো এটা নিয়ে আসলে কেউ কখনো আমাদের ওভাবে কোনো ভিডিও পাবলিশ করেনি বা স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ গাইড করে নেই। বাট আমি নিজে এটা নিয়ে অনেক ভুগেছি মাঝখান দিয়ে। সো আমি নিজে এটা ট্রাই করতে করতে হয়ে গেছে এবং ইট হ্যাজ বিন মাই সেকেন্ড প্রজেক্ট আলহামদুলিল্লাহ। সো প্রথমবার আমাকে খুব কষ্ট করতে হয়েছে এবং নোবডি ইভেন হেল্প মি even without even saying that এটা এভাবে করেন এভাবে করেন. I just have to figure it out by myself. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to make it in English as simple as I can, so that everybody and every language can understand it, and most of the people can be helped by this video. So this is our client video. Let me show you the client website. I'm sorry, which is Laravel website, and they want me to integrate tracking, integrate GTM and e-commerce events in this website. So for that, I just needed, because in other websites like Shopify and WordPress, you just have to take the access of the backend, and you can install a plugin, and then uh, get the data layer readily available there, and just create custom events and send those things to the different platforms like GA4 or Facebook Pixel. But in custom-made websites, we don't have that kind of plugins, so we have to manually do those things. So before proceeding with the whole thing, we have to ask the client to give access to their cPanel. So I have taken the cPanel access, and let me just show you where I put my GTM codes. You have to find this thing, this file. This is very important to find the file at first. So let me look at the file. So there are mainly two files where you can have to put the GTM code. You can ask Google, search in Google so that which file you should look for in order to put your GTM pixel code. Or you can also ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT always gives me the correction of the codes which I write sometimes. Now, um, let me show you where I have put my GTM code. So you have to go to File Manager, double click here, then public HTML. This is the file you're looking for. Double click here, and now you will be looking for resources. Double click, and then views. So we are working with the front end, right? Not the back end. So we are going to look for front end. Double click here, and the front end has a layout. This is main file, then layout, and this is the file we're looking for, app.blade.php. So I have asked Google and ChatGPT. They both told me that there might be two types of files which are very important. One is app.blade.php, and another one is master.blade.php. So just don't double click here, just click right click and first view. So you can see the head section is here, and you can see many different GTM codes here. Let me explain you why there are so many GTM codes here. You can also find the body section here. If you see, here's the body section. So now let me tell you why there are so many GTM codes here. So before I took this project, the client approached one or two more guys to do this whole job for him. But they did put their GTM codes here, but unfortunately they couldn't enable the data layer or send the e-commerce events. So you can see there is one GTM content GTM pixel code here, and another is this one. So this is my one, which I put here. So you can see my code is starts with NN and ends with DN. So you can see it starts with NN and ends with DN. Similarly, in the body section we have two of them. You can see this is my one. So why didn't I remove these two, the extra pixel codes? Well, I'll remove those. I'll remove them after I finish the work. uh, client didn't told me to remove the previous pixel codes. I have integrated my GTM here and enabled the data layer. Then if the client wants to get access in my GTM container, I'll give him the access. But if he wants to use his old GTM container, then I'll give him the JSON file, export the JSON file which I created, and then give him the access, give him the JSON file. So I have already downloaded the JSON file here. You can see the JSON file is here, which I'll give the client if he wants to use his old container, or if it tells me that just remove this and give access to your new container, then I'll give him the access. So this is the part where we are done with integrating GTM with our website. So now I'm going to close it. Okay, this is let me tell you, before editing this file, just make a copy of this file. So just right click here and download the file, because this is very important file. You just can't write it and make a mistake here. So you see I have downloaded the file for backup, and let me show you, I have actually made the backup of the full website important files. And this is very important. You have to make the backup of important files for working in custom coded websites. So let me just get exit from this page and log off. Okay, now as I have integrated my data layer, let me show you that this actually connects with GTM. Okay, now before we implement the data layer, we have to find out how the website is actually working. Because you have to find out that how many ways you can view the item list, how many ways you can add the product or view the cart. So I have found there are many ways you can do this in this website. So for example, if I go this to page, go to this page, then you can see that you can see the product here, and the event that is passed on GTM is view item list. The view item list is passed here, and you can see my GA4 is working here, and these are the parameters. And unfortunately, this website does not have any item ID, so I don't have, I can't do those things. I can pull out the item ID if there is no item ID in the website, and this is manually pushed to data layer. And you can see that there are different ways of add to cart. You can simply add the product to cart by clicking here. Also, you can go to the product page and you can add to cart from there as well. So can be two ways you can add the product to your cart. So now if you click here, the product is added to cart. You see the add to cart is here. Okay, and we have fired the GA4 event and also Facebook pixel event with all the parameters. But if I go back, okay, if I click add to cart, let me see if it is working or not. If I add to cart, you see that to get pop-up comes up. Why I changed the name? Because to differentiate that there are two ways the add to cart is working. So I injected two codes here: add to cart from product page and add to cart from pop-up page. This is necessary because just simply I'm doing this manually and I'm not a developer, so I just have to simply doing this every time for every event, one by one, step by step, with trial and error, test and test. So after testing, if I see that the codes are working, then I go for the final, publishing. So you can see that item ID, item name, item price, and discount is coming in because client told me that you have to give us the value of the discount for view item. You can see the discount is here. So they told me to put the discount price in the data layer so that they can see that it was actually the client's requirement. So you can see the discount is also here, the quantity is here, value and currency is here. So why I took a pop-up? Because I told you that there are two codes here. One with the event is, you can see here, add to cart pop-up, and another one is from simply add to cart. So first you have to know the how the website is working here. Without knowing this, you just simply cannot fire the events, because if you are adding the card from this page and you are not pushing it to data layer, then you will be missing a lot of add to cart events, because not everybody is going to add the product to cart from this page. Someone can also add the product to cart from here as well.